Hey everybody, 1 second. We're just about to get our match started, but I forgot about this light above me. You know, I'm so focused on this with our match tonight that I have a light on. 1 second. There we go. Much better. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How you all doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. We have a single match tonight on stream. It is Ascension X versus Dys Esports. Dys Esports, short for Dysfunctional Esports. They wanted me to change that name for them, and of course, it seems like, and of course, I obliged. It's not a problem in the slightest. We were planning to have a co-caster tonight, but sadly, he could not make it. Lucky enough, it's only one match, and it is part of the up-and-coming cup. I'm noticing that Ascension X logo is not showing up. Let me get it on for you guys. There you go. There's the logo for Ascension X. The org trying to make their rounds in the up-and-coming cup. And, I mean, they're doing so. They're actually having a pretty decent run for themselves. Not a bad start. But of course, we have to see what they're going to play tonight. What they're going to do. Both teams have their lineups made. Ascension X will be playing with Grizz, Stun, and Rai. And now that I'm partnered with Ascension X, it's such a great thing to let that kind of off my chest. I've been holding that in for a few days now, but finally the announcement can be made. I'm partnering with Ascension X. On the other side, hello Isaiah. Hey, how you doing? By the way, it's Dys, right? Not, should I call it Dys or DYS? Dys Esports? With Isaiah, Lovely X-Rays, and Unity playing on the orange side of the field. As today's been a very interesting day for me. I had very little time to actually get ready, and it shows. How are you? How's your night been going, Isaiah? Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry, is 9th and Ascension X is 8th. DYS, okay, I'll call him that. This sucks. DYS, got it. Oh no, you guys are going with the change. I wanted to let Beej know that. Yeah, I was assuming it was going to be probably a DYS and not Dys, because Dys Esports, in all honesty, sounds like a weird name. It is a weird name. DYS makes a little more sense for an organizational name, but hopefully everybody here is doing well for themselves. Hopefully all you guys are doing well. Hopefully your night's been going well. I'm happy that you guys are showing in support here from both organizations. Nice to see you guys. And even though I am now officially partnered with Ascension X, I'm still going to be a cringe. No, don't call it cringe. I'm still going to be, obviously, unbiased here. That's how this league rolls. And honestly, I just want to see good Rocket League, no matter who wins. Hey, X-Res, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Spodia stream. Don't worry about how I pronounced your organization's name earlier this stream. Definitely don't focus on that. I promise you, I pronounced it completely perfectly. As hey, Spazaz is joining in. Hey, Spazaz, how you doing? Imagine having a coaching session. Hey, man, I suck enough, so I definitely need coaching. Yeah, I'm also trying out some new things. I got the mic in front of me this time because apparently, if it's off to any of the sides, even a little bit, it sounds awful. And now we got that going. We're gonna get the prediction poll up as well. Who do you think will win? Ascension X or DYS? Your time to vote. You have 5 minutes to do so. Reveal the new player. Who's the new player? Oh, here comes another follow from Tommy Buckets. Welcome to the Spodia stream. How's your day going so far? Hopefully your evening's been wonderful. Both teams making sure they are in. Isaiah is currently in the game. Probably shouldn't be doing that, Isaiah, because it could trigger the game to go. Well, I don't think it will. It could. It's happened before, where people accidentally trigger the game to go on before. Hopefully you guys are having some fun there. As the prediction poll is going on. And I haven't even introduced myself. So what do you say? I'm your cast tonight. I mean, you guys should know that already, and I'm partnered with 8 different organizations now. That announcement that I've made about 30 minutes ago. But again, hopefully you guys are just chatting in there. Seems like you guys are having fun over there, aren't you? You've been coached, don't worry. Hey, that's not a problem as long as your coach is, I don't know if you're allowed to have your coach in the same call as you guys during a game, but I could be wrong. I don't know the whole rules of this place very well, but it is the up-and-coming cup. It's fun action for you tonight. It will also be a best of 5. So that's going to replace Isaiah. Dys is now going to completely change their lineup. We get subs and stuff. And everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. Let's get Spizzazz on the field. Honestly, would love to see a caster showdown. I'd be up for that as a caster. I'd love to be playing. That sounds like fun. But no, I'm completely washed right now, so that wouldn't work super well for me. And as we get down to the final minutes, I'm going to take a look at our prediction poll. You guys still have time to vote on who you think will win. Currently, the poll's in favor of DYS, as with about 62% of the voting going their way. Caster 1v1. Not tonight, sadly. I'm pretty busy tonight. I got stuff to do, but I actually gotta do some online shopping after this. But yeah, maybe sometime I'll do a caster 1v1. I'm completely washed, so it's not gonna work super well. And with that said, let's get into the in-game here. Both teams. I need to know if both teams are in the lobby. So if you guys are, let me know. Send me a direct message. Like, let me know if your full team's in the lobby. So DRS is in the lobby. That's good to know. And I got the message. Ascension X is in as well. Let's get the in-game sound going as well, right? You guys would like to hear the actual in-game, I'm sure. I like you guys are both going with the very sweet, the short and simple response of we are. Oh, now that you guys are in, let's get this single best of 5 going. There you go. Again, guys. What's the what? Oh, I didn't send in the password to you guys. I didn't actually send the password to you guys. That's my fault. Don't worry, we're all human here. But now the question is, how in the world is DYS in the lobby? See you guys having some fun in there. You guys can just start whenever you want. As long as Ascension X gets their 3rd player in. There they go! You guys can actually play. I was so worried about that 3rd player because I didn't see them appear up until the last second, but now we're up as best of 5 begins with Ascension X in the blue, Dys Esports in the orange. And you know what? You guys have done super well. You guys have actually kept your names the same, mostly. We have only one name change, which is actually good in this league because there's so many teams that like to change their names. Ascension X trying to move upfield, but instead, DYS trying to get back. A team bump's not going to help them out so well on offense. And now the ball goes back. Pinched away. But for Grizz upfield. The Lost Killer, but instead Grizz is going to take it again. He wants to keep going with the ball, keep throwing it up, and now Lost Killer off the crossbar in front of the nets. No one can get it. It goes in. It took a couple funny bounces in front of the net, but finally Lost Killer gets a goal. Took about 3 different bounces off of post, and crossbar. But it does go in, finally, for Ascension X. They do have the slight advantage coming into this series, the higher seeding, I believe, but it's not by much. These teams pretty evenly matched in most departments. This is the best way to decide who truly is the better team, but Ascension X here trying to make a case for themselves. But for Dys Esports, even though that one's just a bad start to a strong series for them, as Lost Killer, that's not the touch he wanted. It goes to the back corner. Grizz is going to get the clear away. Utility. Caught out by Grizz, and Farai, that one goes only to Isaiah. The Ascension X trying to get the passing play started early here. A lot of teams start slow in this series, but Ascension X isn't one of them. Already starting out with a lot of these passing plays. And they're connecting on them too. Lost Killer's shot saved by X-Rez. Isaiah, he's clear, goes to lovely X-Rez, past Rye. We're gonna leave it up to Utility. Lost Killer dribbling downfield. Pass out to Grizz. Grizz is not ready to collect with that one, and Ascension X still trying to find their second goal in this game. They're really knocking on the board for it. But it is working for them. Grizz's shot is going to go in off of a deflection off a DYS defender. But after all this work, Ascension X definitely deserves the goal, as Grizz's shot deflected into the top left corner. And Ascension X now 2 goals up in game 1. Pass out to Rye. Multiple players jumping on top of it here. This one's going to pinch to the back corner. Lost Killer, he has some boost. He doesn't have a lot though, and he has to conserve as much as he can to get that pass out. It does work. Rye up to Lost Killer. Now we're full boost. That one's on target. Lost Killer with his second goal. And all from the pressure made by Rye. Lost Killer beats out both defenders. It's a double commit. But yet, Lost Killer is the one to get the goal. Ascension X keeps on scoring and putting this game out of reach for DYS. DYS trying to make an out of this world sort of comeback in this game. It would be very difficult for them to do so. 2 minutes remaining. They're going to have to shoot pretty well, and this is a great start with Isaiah off of this fortuitous bounce off the side, while Isaiah puts this one over Lost Killer's challenge. Are you going to take screenshots? No, I will not, Grizz. That is up to the teams to take screenshots. If you guys want me to take screenshots, I can, but I think the teams are expected to do it. But again, if you really want me to take screenshots, I can do it for you. I have no problem with that. There's Rye's shot. Saved by X-Rez, but this one's still in front. Rye's going to put it in. And fortune favors the bold. Ascension X, definitely the more bold of the two teams, as that one, Rye's shot from X-Rez. X-Rez can't get the clear, and Rye puts in his follow-through. As you're gonna get the screenshots. Good to know, Grizz. Thank you for asking the question. Obviously, there's no bad questions here. Again, as long as someone gets screenshots, it's all fine here. As Grizz pass out to the Rye, but that last touch there, not going to favor Ascension X. One touch too many, and that gives Dys Esports some time on offense. This one in front of the net. It pinballs off a couple players, but somehow Ascension X keeps this one out of their own net. Standing on top of their head are the Ascension X defenders. Dys still looking for offense, but they can't do it. Lost Killer towards the corner, bounces in field. Isaiah can't get the clear. He needs a second player, and that's Ulity's job. And while the defense from these teams has been questionable sometimes, their clears have not. Thanks, Lost Killer. I do know you're a stunner. Grizz told me, but I do. Nice little chat there, guys. As this one from just off target. I couldn't even collect my words there. As Ascension X now, Lost Killer's shot going downfield. It's gonna go into the net. And he gets his goal. And now Ascension X continues the scoring rampage with Lost Killer, who also wants to be known that he is Son. And sealing the deal in Game 1. Ascension X, you thought that this series would be close, but in fact, it is not. Ascension X so far reigning supreme. But it's not without DIS resilience and resistance here, as Yuli's gonna get this goal. It's been a while since they've scored, but Dys Esports are getting goals. It's just too few and far between here against a strong Ascension X offense. For Dys Esports going into Game 2, gonna need to redesign something because right now that Ascension X offense is just too great. They need to cool them down somehow. They need to start getting rid of some of those players, and really Lost Killer is the one that's been doing it all here. 3 goals for him. Getting himself involved everywhere on offense, as now running upfield is Dys Esports looking for a final goal this game. Could they get it? This dunk from X-Res is going to give them hope. It's bouncing infield. Here comes Isaiah! And then a little bit of hope at the end of Game 1 as Dys Esports gets their 3rd goal. And a follow coming from RISPLF. Welcome to Sportia Stream! And I hope your night's been going well. I'm one of the players of Novik. Hopefully you guys can regain yourselves after that loss you had yesterday. It was a tough match for you guys, but I see you. As Ascension X wins out Game 1. As yeah, Lost is Stunner, by the way. You guys had to tell me that before this series, but no problems whatsoever. As that is Game 1 for Ascension X. You can early lead here on Dys Esports. As all the players looking like they want to just get right back into this one. No stops, no hesitations. Dys Esports. I keep calling them Dys Esports. I promise you guys I have an S in there. Dys Esports, they have a plan into Game 2. As we go into Game 2, everybody in the lobby now. It'll be the highest bid I've seen on this channel. We've seen some pretty high bids. I'd have to take a look at them, but yeah, there have been some pretty high bids on this channel. But a good org to talk about when it comes to high bids is Golden Hour Esports and Knights of Chaos. They appear on the stream relatively frequently, and they always bid super high for their teams. Like, you should definitely see a stream where one of those orgs is playing. Trust me, it's insane how much they vote for their team. The support for some of these orgs is absolutely incredible. And now, both teams with their support coming in now, they have to prove that that support is completely worth it, because only one team will win this series. And so far, Ascension X with the lead. Dys Esports, formerly known as Dysfunctional Esports, looking at Game 2 to come back here. As, we've actually had Lost Killer change his name to Stunner. That's interesting. The beauties of being on Steam. This is the only match? Yeah, this is the only match, Rival Labs. We've only had one match tonight. We do have another match planned for Monday, actually. And it will feature Knights of Chaos, if that's an org, we're under my partnered orgs. But yeah, it's the only match tonight, sorry man. I am actually quite busy as well, so I gotta do some shopping. I gotta do actually a little bit of recording. I gotta record a video for Beyond Ranked, for my caster profile. But as soon as I get that done, I'm gonna be pretty happy. I also have to eat. I'm pretty hungry right now. So I'll be making sure to get everything done, but Stunner making sure he gets it done here for Ascension X. As great as Rai comes in, the Stunner is waiting in front of the nets. Everybody on DOS thought he would be going on by, taking the boost, and rotating back as third man, but Stunner never left the offense. Never left that final third, and he gets a goal for doing so. It was a risky play, but it works out for Ascension X here, as they get a lead in Game 2. And they're playing the aggressive here as Stunner in field, looking for Rai. Rai's on target, and he splits the defense in between all three players. Rai now gets a goal, and he worked to get the assist on the last one and pass it up for Stunner. Now Stunner returning the favor for Rai. Ascension X doubles their lead. Rai. Ceiling shot downfield, looking for a player. Can't find a teammate. It was not calculated properly. But Grizz up for Rai. Isaiah's the only last one back here for DIS, and he does make the stop. But here comes Stunner, and he will find the targets. Ascension X keeps on scoring. As so many people coming in to the stream, it's a big night for everybody. So many people joining. And I do thank you so much for the nice compliments I've been seeing in chat. All the games been going on. I promise you guys, even though I'm casting and I'm focusing on this game, you guys, I am always focusing on whatever you guys are saying in chat, because chat's fun, and you guys are truly what keeps me casting and keeps me going here. Wouldn't be doing it if there weren't enough support for it. So far, Ascension X supporting their lead here as they keep going on the offensive. Pass in field, looking for Stunner. This one, now Rai, he's the first one up to it. Isaiah makes the save. Over his shoulder stop. And his camera must have been playing tricks on him there as he was going straight up for it, but it works in his favor as Dys Esports. Now they get a goal. Their first goal of game 2, and it comes from Isaiah. As the Ascension X organization actually come chipping into the chat. As Dys Esports here with a great kickoff. Rai saves his team. Embarrassment, you never want to go down immediately off of a kickoff because kickoffs are your only set piece. In theory, you should never lose them outright and have them return to a goal, especially that quickly. Ascension X saves by their defensive positioning. And that's how you do defense. So many teams you see at the highest level go for these super aggressive kickoffs, but you need to have some defensive plays as well. You can't just be getting scored on. A lot of teams like aggressive kickoffs, but Ascension X, the defensive kickoff, does work for them. Still leading 3-1. The Dys Esports trying to make a name for themselves here in this series. So far, they've had very difficult times getting into these games because Ascension X usually starts off so hot. Dys Esports does have the ability to come back late, as they are trying to throw bodies in front of that here, but Ascension X, 3-man passing play, but Grizz doesn't find that final shot that can get them the goal. Dys Esports, a broken rotation here. They're trying to get some possession, trying to keep this game plan going, trying to get the speed in their favor, and really run their own plays, but not able to call their own audibles, as Ascension X continues throwing balls in front of the net. Grizz scores. And Ascension X continues their onslaught. The goal from Grizz as he uses the backboard to pass to himself. Ascension X continues their goal-scoring run. Rai upfield for Grizz. Grizz continue there with that. A great redirect. Give his team some time on offense. This one, crossfield for Rai, and Rai will make no mistake of that one. Ascension X, I believe this might be 3 goals unanswered from them in game 2, and if they keep this one going, it could be another sweep here on the Sporty stream. As Grizz states it so finely in the chat, they are not slowing down whatsoever. They're continuing the scoring. Ascension X, so tough for them to get a foothold in this game, because Ascension X is just dictating the pace of this play. Seems like DYS wasn't able to get it from the start here as Ascension X continues going on offense. As Rai, this one on target. Was looking for a flip reset there. And they're so confident, but Well then. All I can say for that goal is that was a miscommunication at the highest order, as a pass back. That last defender went to his own back boost instead of going for the ball. Must have had their poke cam off. But really, that must have been communicated from Ascension X. I have absolutely no clue how that goal goes in. But never in doubt still, Ascension X, even with a few blips down the line, they continue with another 5-2 win here in the Aquadome. Now on to DFH Stadium to potentially sweep out their rivals this series. As Grizz is telling me to shush. No, I'm not going to shush, man. When someone scores an own goal that outrageous, I have to talk about it. And what an own goal that was, my goodness. Left me absolutely speechless there. Your finger slipped? Well, I hope that was what it is. I hope it wasn't. I mean, I assumed it was. Oh, okay. And I'm surprised that we haven't had more goals scored in that 60-second time that I was silenced by one of my fans. But with the first goal in Game 3, as DYS takes a lead, their first lead of the series. And that one was an overcommit from Ascension X. Maybe they're kind of relaxing a little bit in this series. You can't do that against any team, because if you relax too much, suddenly you might find yourself on Champions Field and with the momentum against you. Very tough to get back. DYS hoping to try to make this one a reverse sweep. And a demo from on the back by Stunna. Now here comes Grizz. Great second touch as well. Pass up to Rye, but Isaiah clears it back. Isaiah. Where's the net? He's gonna get... No, he misses it in front of the net. A chance for DYS to double their lead. And they flounder it with a whiff in front of the net. He had no boost, but doesn't make up the touch either. Lovely X-Res now up with a solo play. Dribbling it towards the net. Yes, such great ball control. And he fools the entire defense. Ascension X. Now they get their second goal, and it's from a goal from Lovely X-Res. That name says it all. A lovely goal from him. A great air dribble solo play to do it. And now, Ascension X, we've seen what they can do when they're up. And now, what can they do when they're down by a couple goals? Can they regain? Stunna. High flick. But no one following through from Ascension X. So they're going to let DYS clear this one themselves. DYS doesn't produce a very good clear. As Cool's joining in. Hey Cool, how are you doing? As yes, we have a single match tonight in the up-and-coming cup here between Ascension X, the newly partnered organization on the Sporty Stream, and Dys Esports. We're in the orange, a team that is trying to make a reverse sweep here. They have to start in Game 3 to do so. Ascension X now down a couple goals. Trying to find a way back in. We have not seen a comeback from either of these two teams this series yet. The team that, and it always seems to be that the team that goes down initially never comes back. Ascension X trying to end this one in a sweep. Games do matter when it comes down to seeding at the end of the season. Top 10 teams go through, but seeding so important. The games you win all matter. As this one, Ascension X, that shot was too weak. They still have offense. They've been able to hold offense very well against Dys Esports, but they haven't been able to get a goal yet this game until now. As this goal from Rye is going to give Ascension X some hope in Game 3 to sweep out their opponents, as Dys needs to watch their back. As Chris saying, this backpack comfy. Yeah, it seems like Rye's been doing a lot of goal scoring here for this team. Grizz now looking for the double. He hits it down! And what backpack does Grizz need when you have angles like those and mechanics of a god? Grizz, he hits it to the back wall, and he puts that double tap through with a shot like that. He needs no introduction here. Grizz trying to get Ascension X back in it here. He ties the game up. Now looking for one more to take their first lead of Game 3. Ascension X firing on all cylinders. And it took him a little bit of time, but now Dys, every goal means the same. And lovely X-Res gets another one. As Grizz now applying himself in the chat. Nice one, Grizz. I see what you did there. I mean, that goal definitely does deserve respect, though. Someone else says it's Dys Esports. I heard initially it was Dys. You guys gotta come to an agreement here, Dysfunctional. Is it Dys or is it Dys? I'm getting multiple different people saying different things here. I don't know who to trust here. From now on, we're gonna call them Orange Team, just so they don't hurt anyone's feelings. Is this shot saved by the Orange Team? Isaiah with the ball in front of him, trying to keep the lead here for the Orange Team. Stunner, pass down to Grizz. Ascension X looking to tie this one up. This one in front here for Grizz. He misses the net. Rye now has to collect it. And that was a chance there. Grizz, we've seen him score double taps, but when it comes to open nets, the toughest mechanic in the game, doesn't matter how many double taps you score, the open nets will always catch you. Ulidi. Grizz, there's this one long, looking for a second touch, but cleared back. Final 10 seconds. They're looking to start the reverse sweep here for the Orange Team. But Ascension X, last chance. Grizz, open net. He misses this one too. And that's a second open net miss from Grizz. 2 chances to tie this game up and go to overtime, but Grizz unable to score both times as Ascension X here. With 12 shots to the 7 of the Orange Team. Now we're going to Game 4. Momentum and hope for them, as they're hoping to make the reverse sweep possible. Who do I trust out of you guys? Do I trust Julie or BJ3? Which of you guys do I trust here? I don't know what name should I trust? Is it DYS or Dys? I initially called them Dys at the start of the stream, and then I think Julie told me that it was DYS. Now I got BJ3 telling me it's Dys. Which one is it? Let's get it. I love it here in the up and coming cup. It's so fun. Until you guys come to an agreement, until one of you concedes, I'm gonna call them orange. That none of you are right. Here is downfield. Isaiah clears it back. This one continues going. It's in front, but cleared away. Right now, we've seen him go for crazy solo plays before, trying to get the dunk on Utility, but Utility's up there on the back wall quickly, and he gets a second touch past Grizz. Ascension X, their first offensive press doesn't result in a goal, but they keep possession anyways. Here comes right downfield, X-Res clears it, and Grizz, that was such a strong clear. Grizz couldn't get the touch he wanted, and now they come back with a fury. This one off the crossbar, that double tap. We saw a crazy one last game here from Grizz. This orange team couldn't get one back, and Grizz marches downfield. He catches them in a counterattack. This bump on X-Res really starts it all. As now, Ascension X takes an early lead. Isaiah wins the kickoff here. He takes the boost instead. He has so much trust in his teammates to get that clear, and they do, but not for long. Grizz redirects off to the back wall. A third player and a second player come in. Isaiah to the corner. Inches it. That's very, very strong. Going around town. Right. Infield for Stunner. That pass was meant for Grizz, though, I believe. And Grizz can't get on top of it. Ascension X, smart not to double commit there. As they keep on attacking, looking for a second goal here. So far, the team that scored first has won every single game, has won the game. Meaning that Ascension X, with that goal, on how the series has been going, they can end the series. Orange, though, trying to flip the script. As Avkarab coming in. Avkarab. Oh, I'm so sorry with names. How's the series been going far? So it's going great. A lot of double taps, I'll say, and mechanics coming out from these teams, but ultimately it's those scrappy goals that are separating these two teams. As we get a Rule 1 or Rule 2, whatever you call it, we got a headlock. Meaning that we're going to be going to a 2v2 here, so long as the players continue to keep it. This could completely change this game here. As I wonder if any of the teams are going to break it. So far, both teams respecting it here. We're gonna see who's better at a 2v2. Is it Lovely X-Res and Utility versus Grizz and Stunner? Both teams just kind of clearballing it here, but the winner of that 2v2 will be Ascension X and Grizz. Doubling their lead from a 2v2 brought by a Rule 1. This series has it all, my friends. Double tap goals, strange errors, and a headlock in Game 4. A game that Ascension X wants to be the one to decide it all. So in field, Utility clears it long. Grizz doesn't get the touch, but it's cleared away by Orange. Grizz, got down to Rye. Here comes Isaiah in front, but it's cleared away by Ascension X, and Grizz, one more shot, and he's going to get his hat-trick here. So many shots this game, and that's why he gets so many goals here. He continues to put so many shots. His whole thing is quantity here. And with open nets, quantity is definitely the way you go. As Ascension X looks to take Game 4 in the series. And with shooting like this, they look like they will take this series. Infield pass. Ryan clears it out to Stunner. Utility returns the sender. Again, Ascension X, but they do so well instead of just getting a clear like Orange does. Instead, they always have a second person. They almost always have a second person there to get it. But what a pass in field, and that's gonna give a goal for Isaiah. Lovely X-Res with a breezy pass. And Isaiah's going to put this one in. An amazing goal here. As I tell you, these teams got some incredible mechanics. And they're getting goals from them, but mechanics aren't going to be the most helpful thing here for them. They're still 2 goals down. One goal isn't going to change the series. Need to get 3. Sana. Osnat X-Res is going to get the follow through. And for Orange, what they really need is they need to get some offense. They need to get aggressive. They need to get in the face of Ascension X. Ascension X is enjoying the space that they've been given, the space that they've earned. And they're getting goals from it too. Stunner with his first goal this game. As Rise misdirection allows Stunner to walk on through. As we get some spam, there's some lovely spam in the chat. Seems like both teams having a little fun here at the end of this series. But the only team really enjoying this result will be Ascension X. With their first game with me partnered with on their other organization for casting. As long as they hold through on defense, hold strong, they'll be taking a win here. Their first match played on the Sporty stream. As we head into the final 30 seconds. Now they need a miracle here. Yuldi, that shot's off target though, and that was an open net, but Ascension X keeps on waiting on defense. They keep on looking for these clears. Even the lightest of touches are what they need, as Yuldi coming on through, looking for a fun goal. A flip reset pass off the backboard for X-Res. Lovely X-Res, and if it was a freestyle competition, that would definitely be up for contention for one of the best passes we've seen this series. Yuldi down to X-Res. Ascension X, they don't care how pretty the goals are scored against them as long as they get those wins, and wins they will get here. Game 3 was a complete blowout against them, but they come back in Game 4, and as soon as the ball touches the ground, they prove once and for all, they are the stronger team, and they are the ones to win this series 3-1. Ascension X wins it in Utopia Coliseum Dusk. And really, their motto of this series was quantity over quality. But those were some real quality shots scored that series from both teams. An address tour. I'm not going to give you an address tour. I don't want people showing up at my house unanswered. That has been 2 minutes. Congratulations, Ascension X, with their win. As we're gonna get a raid going. Who wants to be raided tonight? Is there anybody live that you guys think should be raided? Does have any options? I'm not live. Well, that sucks. Do you have any ideas, guys, on who you think should be rated? Whoever you say first, I'll rate them. Well, as long as they're well, actually, there's a few requirements. One, I want them to be a small streamer, and two, you know, I want them to have at least some sort of connection to the stream. Trust me, it's not that big of a deal. It could be a Rocket League streamer. It could be someone that's on an organization that you guys like. I don't have too much problem. Bunzel? Ah, that's a small streamer. And wait, why do you want me to rate this person? Do you know Funzel, or did you just search up Rocket League streamer? But I'll definitely rate Funzel for you guys. Let's go give Funzel some love here. Alright guys, have an amazing night. I'll be back Monday. I need to take some time to just rest. It's a friend. You know what, Yoli? I'll make sure that you sent me over. Say that you sent me over. Have a great evening, guys. I'm gonna be back Monday with a singular match, and hopefully, and I'm gonna take this time to take a bit of a break. It's been a long week for me. Have an amazing evening.